100 Proof the Podcast, Episode 2. It is Thursday, March 8th, 2018. I am Joe Battaglia. On my left, as always, is the magnificent and talented Joe Walsh. And let's get it.
What's up, everybody?
Here we fucking go.
It's also International Women's Day. I'm really pissed that you did not say that first. What's today again? March 8th? International Women's Day.
Right. Before we start, I want to tell you that I have a bone to pick. No homo.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Can I say that? Is
Speak
no
on
homo okay to say?
Speak on it.
You gotta start answering your phone, bro. If you're gonna be serious, if you're gonna be my podcast partner, I need you at least to answer within a half hour.
I want everyone to know this, and people know me enough to know.
Okay.
I just don't.
That's fine.
I'm not a good communicator.
That's
in that
fine.
sense. But
with those people, I'm just bring you down a little. Here we go. Hey, wanna do Thursday? Wait, no, actually, where was that? Where the fuck were we talking? Well, anyway, needless to say, you fucking did not answer my.
I'm a horrible communicator at the heart of my soul.
I need you to be full throttle, Charles.
I'm in, bro. I'm in this to win it, dude.
Fine.
And do I always facilitate the studio? Yes.
You do.
Do I always bring my computer? Yes. Am I always ready to go? Yes. That should be enough.
I got big news.
Go ahead.
Next week we'll be on the road. The first ever 100 Proof the Podcast road tour. We'll be live from a different state. We're headed to New York!
Okay, here's where the communication part is.
Oh, by the way, for the whole fucking...
I got no message
thing?
about this.
That's what you get.
I smell
What you
amazing.
inhale that. Alright.
So, on today's show...
Wait, so I'm just dropping this is just bomb that just dropped on you?
Oh, yeah.
You had no idea that we're...
I didn't even know that. Again, like you said, the communication goes both ways. I had no idea we're doing a fucking road podcast next week.
Well, I got a few questions for you.
Please.
You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna play a little experiment here. Did you hear of about the NFL Combine questions?
Let's just preface really quick. We're gonna start today with a little
Q&A.
A little Q&A, a little cultural news, and we'll follow it up with some music talk. I know that a lot of people here for that, so we'll get to that. But go ahead, Joe. Hit me with some Q&A.
Here I have
a little context here, if you may.
Little context is that there's a player, and I wish I remembered his name right now because that would have been great, who is a prospect to be drafted in the NFL.
Okay.
And they asked him, quote unquote, what they do is they ask you a bunch of random questions.
Mm-hmm. And this is the interview portion. This is
it's
separate from the physical.
It's after the physical.
Okay.
They want to know how you're going to react. Well, that's what I assume,
mm-hmm.
that they want to know how you're going to react. They asked him, first question, do you like men?
Who, the NFL team said that?
NFL team. They don't know what team.
Oh, you should have just asked me that right there. That would have
been
fun. Okay.
The next question was, we heard that your mother sells her body.
I've heard that before, though. They did that to someone in Miami.
So,
I forget who it was, but...
They're not supposed to be doing that, which is the whole controversy right now.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, so it's huge right now. So, what I thought would be fun is, I found the list of the 15 weirdest questions NFL teams have asked incoming
players. Okay, well, hit me with at least 5.
Here we go.
I don't think I have
1.
Time go ahead.
Do you find your mother attractive?
No. She's a beautiful woman, but do I find her attractive myself? No, because she's my mom. Go ahead.
Number 2.
No Oedipus.
Do you like men?
No.
What do you mean no?
I like them as friends. Oh, is this? See, they're throwing you little questions there, like
that they want you to. Okay. 3. When did you lose your virginity?
16.
Is your mother a prostitute?
I don't think so.
Love you, Joanne. Number 5. What's your murder weapon of choice?
Hammer.
Hammer?
Yeah.
I just want to point out to the people here that this is literally about 4 feet from me.
That's a mallet, though.
It's a rubber mallet. That could be even more painful death.
Painful death? That would take hours. Alright, I'm off this.
No, one more.
Yeah, keep going.
Is that number 5? Alright, now. 6. Would you rather be a cat or a dog?
Dog.
Okay.
Cats blow.
Yeah, but cats are smarter.
Besides the lions.
I would rather be a dog.
Alright,
but
we're getting off track. Go.
Yeah. 7. Where are you sitting on a bus speeding on a mountain?
Top right.
Top right. Why top right?
Because...
Closest to the door?
Yeah, and I can bounce and I'm still on the roadway, like if I jump out the window.
I would agree with that because you could also, like, jump in the driver's seat if needed.
Would never do that. I'm jumping out before I'm taking over the
Where does the sun rise and where does it set?
Rises in the east, sets in the west.
Sure, I don't know. This is all up to you, bro.
I wonder where I'm getting
Number
drafted.
9.
I wonder where I'm getting drafted.
Would you share your internet history with us?
100%.
Nothing there to hide?
I told you, I don't watch porn on my laptop.
No one said anything about laptop.
Ooh. The phone?
Number 10.
Phone's locked.
What color is chocolate?
Is that a trick question?
I think probably.
No answer.
No answer?
Nope.
Alright. I would say brown or white because there's 2
I'm
types.
staying away from anything that can get me in trouble.
11. Boxers.
Why can't it be white?
11. Boxers or briefs?
Boxers.
12. How many ways could you use a brick in a minute?
These are the most ridiculous questions. How many ways?
We got
101 ways.
101. Right.
Now I'm just fucking with the
Now you're
general manager.
13. What team do you pick in Madden?
Dolphins. Always.
Number 14. What kind of fish are you?
Dolphin.
Number 15.
Is a fish not a dolphin? I mean, is a dolphin not a fish?
Is it like a porpoise or whatever?
I think no. I think a dolphin might be a
mammal.
Let's not even get into
Or
this
that's a
conversation.
whale. Are you afraid of clowns?
At nighttime.
That was the last question. Now, here's the argument that's going on with the whole "is your mother a prostitute?" question. Do you think? What do you think the NFL teams want to do? What do you think they're trying to get a rise out of you? Or are they trying to? Now, is that a bad thing or a good thing?
That depends on who's.
It's an NFL team.
Yeah, that's I guess a good question. I would say it would be a good. I said it'd be a bad thing because they're saying that you can't keep cool under pressure or whatever it may be, or you have emotion. But
I mean, if you're on the field and someone's like, "I'm coming for you, Walsh.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you," and you just be like, "Okay."
All right.
Your mother's a prostitute.
And I'd be like, I have
that's
no
fine,
idea.
sir.
I have no idea.
She provides for me, and that's all I care about.
That's very interesting though, because not one time did I think that I was would be being interviewed by the NFL team there.
Yeah.
As though it was some Freudian shit. I'm not for that.
So last week we were talking about Netflix, right? And movies on Netflix.
Yeah.
Or TV shows. So have you seen The Push? Have you seen anything about
it? I watched 10 minutes of it last night.
Turned it off?
Yeah.
Wow, I was watching it yesterday too. Fucking weird. I watched the entire thing.
Okay.
And
Initial
my
thoughts.
question for you was, I can't believe any of that is real. I can't.
Why though? If you have, okay, again, I only watched the first 15 minutes, so I can't really be an expert here, but I think that if you have that many people in on the same thing that are definitely paid actors, that you can definitely resemble something that is real. If it's not totally true, if there's a little bit here and there, I just don't think that guy was in on it. I really don't.
No,
I didn't watch the whole
looking at his eyes, you can kind of tell that he had no idea. But at the end, they showed that they said that he wasn't the only person that they ran the experiment on. They ran it on 5 other people, and those all looked completely bullshit at the end, because at the end the premise is what they do is how many people would you say is in on this?
They said 70 at the beginning.
70 people. They're at a banquet dinner. It's all set up, hidden cameras, and what they want to do is they want to see how far
you'll go.
They'll
push you socially,
socially.
Yeah.
So what's the word that they're using? Social pressure.
Pressure.
Or whatnot.
Yeah.
So
to commit either a crime and/or in this case murder.
Murder. So what happened was the guy, an actor, has a heart attack. One thing leads to another. The person in charge of the fundraiser wants to move the body. They move it into a box. Long story short, the guy comes back alive and he's up on the roof, and the only way to get out of it is to push him off the roof. So the guy, spoiler alert, doesn't push him.
I read that.
Now, there was 5 other people that they ran the experiment on, and all 5 of those people pushed him off.
Jesus.
And it looked so fake, though. They go like this, and the guy falls off the roof.
Wait, so what does he fall onto? A balloon?
He was on a bungee.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's...
It looked so fake, but the whole idea of it was pretty cool.
I think that's true. I think that a lot of people would probably do... So they're saying 1 out of every 6 at that point, people are gonna... That would be the metric there.
And you ask yourself, what do you think you'd do?
I have no idea. I didn't again...
I know what you'd do.
I pushed
You'd
him.
grab the fucking hammer, probably.
I beat the shit out of that person.
With the hammer.
Yeah. Wait, didn't he just have a heart attack, though? No, I'm empathetic. I'll feel for him. If you already had a hard time, that's a rough
So
day.
there was this one scene where the guy, the dead body is on the floor, and they put him next to stairs, and the one guy's like, we should kick him to make it look like he has bruises,
God.
and that he really fell. So that they're getting people to kick the dead body. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
Moving on though, but also staying on the same subject.
I love this.
Experiments.
Okay.
Have you seen the Stanford prison experience?
Of course I have.
Wow.
Thoughts. Now here, okay,
Holy
wait, so
shit, I watched it last night.
I would love to do that in this
There's
in
a
this
book
condo.
apparently,
I would
too.
love to do that in this condo. I would love to do that.
So the experiment was supposed to last for 14 days. They got about, let's say, 10 students from Stanford. This was in the 70s.
Yep.
And I think they got about, let's just say 10. And it was 7 prisoners and 3 guards.
3 guards.
And what they would do was they put the prisoners, who are students, they're not,
Mm-hmm.
under
They're all,
fucking-
aren't they all students? So
Yeah,
every
they're all
single person in the
students.
experiment is a student. They're not actors or anything. They're just people that are
They're all
involved
students.
in this experiment.
And what happens is the students that are set up as guards start to
feel the
take
power.
on.
They start to feel the
They
power.
start to feel the power, and they start treating the prisoners like prisoners, really worse.
Yeah.
And they start making them do crazy shit. They made this guy make his bed 12 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
It was trippy. It was just.
But
If you haven't seen it, I highly.
that's again another
recommend
social.
it.
It's a social experiment. That goes to a bigger effect of like, basically, it doesn't have to be real. Even if it's like imaginative or set up, like you still have preconceived notions of how a guard should act and how a prisoner should act, right? So like you're not going in there with the mindset of like, oh, we're playing dress up here. It's like, okay, you're in a close quarters, right? You're dressed as a prisoner. The other people are dressed as a guard, right? So like just instinctively, you're like, okay, now that I'm dressed as a guard, I'm gonna like unconsciously start acting like one. I think it's all
Right.
like I think it's all unconscious in a sense. Like I don't think that people are really out there wanting to really fuck with people, but at the same time, like if the shoe fits at that point, like if everything is literally like how it would be, how you think it would be, then you start to act like that.
I can never be a CO.
Well, that's because of your
And I could never be a prisoner.
Well, you have
Again.
two horrible statements on your end because
That's
both of them go back to a lot of problems you've had in the past.
Yo, P.O.P., hold me down. Anyway, speaking of, I'm wearing this shirt today because tomorrow is the anniversary of B.I.G. passing
Okay.
away.
R.I.P.
And as they say, the greatest rapper alive died on March 9th. Did you hear that accent that I just threw in?
I don't know what
was
that
weird.
was.
Yeah, rest in peace, Biggie.
Rest in peace, Biggie.
So, did you want to do, so since it was National Women's Day,
Yeah.
did you want to do like,
I was thinking
talk
about
about women rappers?
people hate lists. I
Yeah.
hate lists. I hate just like me and you doing subjective ass women rapper
You
lists.
know what we could do? Sorry to cut you off.
You do not
I'm going to go on
ever
Instagram.
cut me off again.
Even though we posted something on the Instagram story, but what we could do is like, since it's March, we could do like March Madness of female rappers and
That's
set
a
up
good idea.
brackets and rankings and have the people vote.
I saw something. Sorry,
Don't touch me.
Sorry.
Don't ever
I
touch
saw something really fantastic on Twitter, and how they did it was how they were basically gonna do a March Madness for music was that. So say female rappers, right? So
Yeah.
how we would rank them initially from 1 to 16
Okay.
would be on record sales and record
me.
sales alone.
Ooh.
But how they win would be subjective to us.
Okay.
So like it basically, so you put like 1 and 16, so it could be Nicki Minaj, but then 16 could be Young M.A.
Right.
But like me and you are gonna be like,
Right.
I'm putting that's a
Yeah,
16 one, that's the
yeah.
first ever 116 upset
Yeah.
in March Madness
Are
history.
you saying Young M.A. would destroy Nicki Minaj?
I think if it was up to me and you to pick between Nicki Minaj and Young M.A.
Listen, we gotta save that because I think that's a good argument right there.
Facts.
I might. You don't know which way I'd go. I might go Nicki.
Well, I don't know which way you go, period, but anyway.
I'm straight. I'm straight.
Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that clarification, Joe. Is that
Uh,
all that hat?
Yeah.
That is
You remember that?
That's a very dope hat.
All
Who-
that.
Do you want to shout out the? Do you know the?
I'm not shouting
music?
anybody out.
I love that.
I'm not shouting anybody. I learned my lesson. I will not shout out a single person ever again.
All right, shout out Keenan and Kel.
And Key and Peele.
Alright.
And also shout out. We got some.
You do have to do some shout outs.
All right. Shout out to these people right here. Robert Battaglia, Anthony Falcone, Lenny Caglione, Meps 2, Jason Marrow, and
Kelsey Haynes. Yo, what up, Kelsey? I doubt Kelsey even. I'm fixing the mic. I doubt Kelsey even watches.
You don't think she'll listen?
No.
Listen or watch?
But she does follow, so.
Alright, wait, that's what
Kelsey.
counts. So we posted up on the YouTube, but I'm a little disappointed.
Well, we don't promote it anywhere.
We don't.
We do have YouTube, so we do this, obviously, and we promote it and share it through SoundCloud. We just. Where's the air horn? Pew, pew, pew! We actually we have our first episode up on iTunes, so
yes.
Dude, I hate when people say this when I listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
And they're like, comment, share, subscribe.
No,
but
you gotta like.
But I do respect it now, and I think you guys should all do that. And again, a couple months, so I'm ready to go. My brain is articulate, my style is impeccable, my
I broke my back.
Spinal. Shout out, Mike.
Shout out Peter Rosenberg too. Bite the Mic podcast.
We're gonna get to that. I need just
your
really
fucking
quick,
face completely changed.
Yeah, real quick on the Peter Rosenberg part.
Did you see the tweet he put out? Yo, that was the first time in my life that I actually disagreed with him.
I need someone from the interweb, any of our friends, whatever. I need somebody to come to this podcast to be a guest, so I can have a whole episode on arguing the clout of Peter Rosenberg.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean is that I've saw both on Twitter, both going both ways. Basically, people loving Rosenberg and people literally thinking he's a culture vulture. I can't say he's a culture vulture because he's such a hip hop head that I can respect it. I just dislike the way he goes about everything.
So this was one tweet that really pissed me off for the first time ever, and I'm gonna read it live on
please.
there. And you know me, and if you listen to the show, you know I'm a big Peter Rosenberg guy. No homo. I gotta stop saying no homo.
So
Actually.
pause.
Pause?
Yeah, pause is like a good.
Pause.
Because because I mean whatever.
All right.
If it sounds gay, it sounds gay. We don't really care.
Okay, so here goes
The
the tweet.
gays are friends of a podcast.
Yep. This year's Oscar show was constantly focused on diversity. Yet the winner for Best Actor was a white man who won for playing Winston Churchill in a movie that looks so boring and white.
He didn't even see
Hashtag
it.
just saying. Now, I have a few problems with this. One, he didn't even see it. Two, would you want them just to give it to a black actor just because the actor is black? Or would you want them to give it to someone, the person who in their eyes thought deserved it?
Which is the Academy.
The Academy knows way more than you know. The Academy knows way more than I know when it comes to movies.
Mm-hmm.
They know what to look for.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Get Out was the best movie on there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only movie I saw, to be honest.
Okay, well again.
Yeah, but I don't know. That was my vote.
Let's have the hard talk really quick.
Go ahead.
Pause. So I had this conversation, actually, ironically, with a person of African descent today or yesterday or not. I work with a coworker, Ernest. Shout out Ernest. What up,
Biggie?
What up? And he's with us, but he's on the same. He harbors on the same side. So obviously next year Black Panther's gonna take every Oscar. Like what's gonna take most, but deservingly so. This year, my big thing is that I don't want to see African American actors or actresses or directors or whatever.
You know you can say black.
I'm saying African American.
Okay.
That's just how I'm going with it.
Go ahead.
Today. I'm drinking wine, calm, cool, collected. But I don't want to see them be put in categories and never win because they're just putting them in there to fill a quota.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one wants that. And again, I think you're right with the Academy, but I also think the Academy's skewed in a sense where if it's old school and if it's people from a different generation, that if they're systemically racist, that it's gonna be Oscar so white every year from now until 2025.
So now, can we tell? Do
they're
we
all
know?
dead.
Is it public who's on the Academy? Is that a list that we can find?
Again, I don't think so. I think you have to have a certain resume of sense to be to nominate yourself or to apply to be in the Academy. I don't know the schematics behind it, but
Now let me ask you a question. Should we go live on Instagram right now?
do you want to?
I'm a little scared, to be honest with you.
Why? Because we're gonna have 6 views.
we had 6. Well, the thing is, because I'm not gonna be able to see who's on it.
We gotta start Twitter hacking people that are famous and just going live on their shit.
Oh, That's
a lit idea, by the way.
That is a lit idea. Well, I mean, we could always do that.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
But you can't see you.
Alright, we live now. Imagine if we were streaming this live this week.
Yet. Here, let's do one of these. Oh man, but continue, Joe.
Okay, so yeah, let's segue into a little bit more on the music end.
Go ahead.
We have some clips lined up for you guys
I'm gonna
today.
be terrible with music though.
That's fine.
I don't know the first thing.
That's fine. I think that you understand the context of everything, so I think that you can. Don't flex in the fucking camera. Oh my
No flex zone.
All right, so
They know.
a couple things. One is okay. You're a fan of Logic and you're a fan of Joyner Lucas, correct?
Yeah.
Did you know about their supposed beef?
No.
Okay, so a little backstory is back in the day, not back in the day, a year or so ago, there's a song by Tech Nine that came out called Sriracha, right? Sriracha comes out, Joyner kills it, Joyner kills his verse. Logic on his verse was like not really doing anything crazy, and then he said, excuse me, something along the lines of like, Tech, I'm sorry, I should have got this verse to you a long time ago, right?
I think we spoke about this.
We did.
There.
So Joyner went on Everyday Struggle when Joe Budden was on there and basically just crucified Logic. He was just like, I don't fuck with him because of that. Like, we're supposed to chop on that. Like, you're supposed to like, chopping is like slang term in the industry for rapping like super fast and like getting as many words out in a verse as you can. So shaded him for that. He also shaded him because Logic's manager supposedly met up with Joyner's manager, and Joyner's manager played him some Joyner shit, and he heard the Suicide song, I'm Sorry by Joyner Lucas, which came out before Logic's 1-800 song. And he also told Logic's manager that his album was going to be called 508 whatever. So what Joyner was thinking was that like, hey, obviously he wasn't going to say shit like, he took the Suicide shit from me.
Yeah.
Because he's like, listen,
Yeah,
that's a
touch
good,
subject.
touch your subject, whatever. But he's like, yo, he took the phone number stuff. The phone number stuff and whatnot. So it's been going back and forth a little bit. Joyner put out a song called Look Alive, which is a remix to Drake and Black Boy JB. And I have a clip right here. So bear with me 1 second.
Is it actually gonna play, or is it gonna play?
It's gonna play.
Oh, am I gonna hear it?
No.
Go ahead.
But I have the lyrics up.
Go ahead.
Okay, so what he says on there is 44 shots traumatized in front of 45, hit 44 more. Carbon copies say you kamikazes. That's for everybody, right? So Logic just dropped
What does that mean?
Logic just dropped a song called 44 More, which was a sequel to a song that he had on one of his first mixtapes, Bobby Tarantino, which Bobby Tarantino 2, the mixtape by Logic, is dropping tonight at midnight. Yeah, it's 9:46 p.m. Eastern Standard
by the time
Time.
we drop this.
So, yeah, they're going back and forth, which is, you know what, dude? And let me hear your take on this. I think it would be, as much as I don't want to, what up, Instagram Live? We got one. Who are they?
That's my pops.
Yeah. That's your dad?
Yeah.
Ah, what up, Dad? So, what was I going to? Okay, so, fanboyish,
Yeah.
as the perspective of a fan, right?
Okay.
Which I think is a great way to go about this podcast, too.
Okay.
There's too many podcasts, they're like experts in the whatever, and you know what I mean? Let's go from the perspective of a fan.
Of average Joes, let's say.
Let's not do that, I hate that shit.
Because we're both Joe, though.
I agree with that, but... Okay, let's do average Joe. Okay, average Joe perspective is, I think that would be great for rap. Because they're both dope, right? And
Yeah.
they're both can come with it. So like a nice little squabble between them two.
That would be nice.
Would-
Especially right now, what we
Yeah.
have right now.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be, and it's kind of like the new school. Like, when was the last time we actually had a beef going
Drake
on?
and Meek Mill.
Oh, and also Trippie Redd and Lil
Don't
Pump.
even put that in the conversation.
No, Drake and Meek Mill though. That was
2013.
awesome.
I know that's 2013.
Was it 2013?
Yeah, so that's like
Wow.
long ago.
When they were I was getting excited when they were dropping that.
Yeah,
Hot 97
I think
playing in the morning.
I was like a kid on Christmas waiting for Meek Mill's
That was awesome.
Meek Mill's song, which was underwhelming.
Yeah, he didn't disappoint.
No, I agree.
But Drake's song went up for a
Grammy.
Grammy.
Yo, and you play in the club. You
That
play in the
was-
club and
that
you get nominated for a Grammy for this song. Like, you the goat.
Only Drake could do that.
Only Drake. I agree. So second thing. Speaking of lyricism and things of that nature, did you see the Royce 5'9"
Yes, I did.
freestyle on Phone Flex?
Yes, I did.
Okay. off the rip, is it better than Black Thought?
No.
Do you like Funk Flex?
Do I like Funk Flex?
Yeah.
The dinosaur?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love Funk Flex.
Alright, Funk Flex sucks.
Funkmaster Flex Night. You know who that is,
Yeah,
right?
his drop's great.
Do you know who that is?
He sucks.
Do you know who the drop is?
No.
Yes, you do. I showed you this.
No. Well, tell me.
David Letterman.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, it's David Letterman. There was a guest on the show, and I'll show you the. Oh, yeah, put the video on.
Okay.
Type this in. So go ahead, though.
Actually, okay, so I'm gonna play a clip from
You rappers
the
Black
Funk
China,
Flex
went and got
freestyle.
your bread and went and got
we can
behind.
return to that.
Gun Professor, I punch whoever. Come here looking like Conor McGregor, lead this bitch looking like Uncle Fester. Question, are we bitter rivals? Cause we can shoot the K's or the fade to both our arms, get vitiligo. I stay in my prime, y'all niggas just sipping on scotch. I stay with my 9, y'all niggas just live with your pops. I sit in the original lyrical pivotal spot, even though I change with the time like digital clocks. Either going straight for the kill, gun slinging, or I'm going straight up Jada and Will.
The perspective of a fan. Do you think that Roy's getting his due now? He's getting shouts from LeBron. He's getting shouts from all these people saying, you know, whatever.
It depends on what he wants to do, though.
What do you think? Okay, he has the album
Like,
dropping.
well, he's putting the album out, yeah.
But what do you mean? It depends on what he wants to do.
I mean, he's always been known to the real, to like the underground community,
Sure.
or whoever knows
But
about bars.
okay, from the perspective of a fan, I'm just gonna keep reiterating that statement. Isn't our goal, like, okay, so you're like, oh, somebody's mad, underrated, right?
Mhm.
Or he's super lyrical, but he ain't hit the mainstream, right?
Yeah.
What is the main goal? It's to get them the fuck out of there. It's to show them to the mainstream and to have them, whatever. So now that he's there, people are like hating on the people that have not known that he's been there forever. You
I
know
hate
what
that's so corny.
That's so corny.
I hate when people do
Y'all
that.
are fucking corny, people.
I knew him first.
Did you hear this shit about the Rock Nation shit too? Funk Flex is on the air for 2 hours saying if you got the Rock Nation hat but you don't know Hove,
Oh god.
go back to your mama's basement. You ending the live video now?
Yeah, ended the live video. We only have 2 viewers. That's kind of sad.
Well, we are getting closer to.
Wait. Okay, but wait. Before we end it, go on here.
I don't wanna end it yet. I
Do the Funkmaster Flex thing.
Okay.
Type in David Letterman Funkmaster Flex, cause this is epic.
David
So
Letterman.
Funkmaster Flex. So what happened was there was a guest on the show. I forgot the name of the girl who was on it. If you can get it here, what was her name?
Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez. So
Oh,
she
from
was on there,
White Man Can't Jump.
and she was talking about a weekly thing that Funk used to do, and then this is where you hear her talking about it. How crazy is that? How crazy is that?
This is great.
Right? When I learned that it was him,
Mhm.
I was shocked.
I like Letterman, but
He's no Conan.
he's no Conan.
So what else you got?
Nothing much. So if you want to talk about the Vince Staples shit, we can talk about the
Oh,
Vince
that
Staples
was
shit.
fucking cool, right?
And do you want to?
I really like that.
We should play one more clip for y'all. We're going clip heavy today. Pop pop pop. Pop, pop, pop.
Was that what's that guy's name?
What?
What was that guy's name?
Oh, Big Shaq?
Yeah, Big Shaq.
Men's not up. Big pop pop pop. So Vince Staples has been getting criticism about his live shows on the Tyler the Creator tour. So he decided to address it in a GoFundMe titled #GTFOMD, which in English transfers to "Get the fuck off my dick."
Hey everybody, my name is Vince. First and foremost, I hope you're having a great day. I really do. Second, we've got a lot of complaints about our recent show performances, energy on stage, production choice. I think one person said it sounds like we're rapping on robot video game beats. We would like to apologize for that. Secondary, well this is third area I guess, we would like to give you an alternative. On GoFundMe.com, you can decide to donate to the cause of $2 million, which will allow me to shut the fuck up forever, and you will never hear from me again. No songs, no interviews, no anything. If not, you can choose to let me do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. Get off of my dick or fund my lifestyle. The choice is yours. Either way, we appreciate you.
So I think it's a great idea.
Me too. I think it's hilarious.
I think it's a great marketing scheme. But I think it's also people, imagine getting $2 million and just getting the fuck off the planet for a little bit. Like just going away, not doing interviews, not doing music. I think it's fantastic.
So now
shout
let
out.
me ask you something. Do you call his bluff here? If he got $2 million To a rapper, $2 million. How much is that? Really?
Okay, but to retire, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm calling his
Well,
bluff.
to retire. Yeah, me too.
I'm calling his bluff to retire.
Same here.
He'll probably he'll probably go for like a year or two.
He would have his, what the fuck is it?
Dick
Agent. No. He would have his agent come up with some fucking crazy idea on how to flip it onto like.
Yo, if anyone follows Vince Staples, I don't think he's got an agent. That man is creative as hell. So like, he don't need no fucking agent, bro. He'll think of some
No, he
shit.
has an agent.
But
I think every rapper who's like up and coming or established has an agent.
well, do you know if there's a? Well, again, he said that if he does get the $2 million, he's gonna move to Palmdale, California, buy a Honda, a year supply of soups for the homies locked down, and a puppy. So it's fantastic.
I like the puppy idea.
I think so too.
What's the most amount of money that someone donated here?
We're gonna really look that
Wow,
up.
25. Someone donated $25.
Vince Staples himself, literally donated $10.
I want to start a GoFundMe.
We should.
I think I really want to do that
Okay, so next week we'll tell you about the GoFundMe that we'll start to.
for the podcast. Right?
Yeah, why not? What are we gonna buy with that? I'm gonna get a puppy.
I'm gonna get one of these mics.
You get a mic.
I'm gonna get a microphone for the camera.
We don't need a puppy. Actually, we need a wolf, or like a mini bear.
Like that episode of Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, or like a half bear, half wolf type of creature.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about that time to end the show for this week. Like I said, next week we're gonna be on the road. Do you abide?
No.
The dude abides.
No.
By the way.
Yeah. Again, make sure you check us out. We'll put the link to the iTunes podcast page and the Instagram tweets, whatever it may be.
And the Big Lebowski anniversary.
And that's coming up too. Shout out International.
It was like yesterday.
Was
whatever.
it?
Yeah, that's why I said the dude abides. The dude abides.
I'm so into movies that I don't even think I've seen The Big Lebowski.
That's
for another time.
That's fine. That's fine.
But subscribe,
Yes.
talk to us, do all that shit.
And are you down to go on the road next week?
No, I told you no.
Why?
I'm not doing it.
Come to Shaolin.
What? Why would I go Staten?
Dude's afraid of Staten Island.
Yo, woof.
Tell him why you're afraid of Staten Island.
Yo, woof. I'm not afraid of Staten Island, bro. I ain't afraid of fucking West Harlem, East Harlem, Staten Island, Brownsville.
Why don't you want to come to Staten Island?
What?
There's a lot of talented people out there.
Oh, I respect the people there, but it's dirty.
Wait, by the way, where the fuck is Joe?
Joe Lombardi?
Yeah.
He's at the liquor store. I think he's working. Shout out Lombardi, bro.
Shout out Lombardi. What the fuck? We need that guy here.
All right, well, yo, everybody, it's been a pleasure. Let's we out. Let's just fucking call it.
All right, 100 Proof episode 2 in the books.
Riding
Later.
with nothing but raw quarter packs and duffels. Ryan writes heaters. Y'all niggas is cut like one of them get rich or die trying wife beaters. Me, I'm just all shoulder straps and muscle. If you're a hater, let's do it. I whoop you now, then I whoop on your boy later. Them whippings will go around like a tornado. I get rid of more yayo. I don't do rodeo or ales. I do the Floyd Mayo. So many men shopping in women's section, it ain't no ladies left. You niggas crazy? Yes. You playing crazy like the Chappelle sketch. Wayne Brady ep. I'm what you get when Freeway Rick and Cocaine 80s met. I'm bringing